your money if you work hard. Farmer with your money if you work hard. Farmer with your money if you work hard.
The preparation of a good marketable cocoa, referred to as golden cocoa, requires good harvesting practices and post-harvest cocoa.
Un cacao de qualité est un cacao.
Good quality cocoa is one which requires good post-harvest practices, which implies that the cocoa should be well plucked, the beans well removed and selected.
Le cacao soit bien récolté en champ, c'est-à-dire une bonne cueillette, un bon écabossage et puis un triage.
The good harvesting practices takes into consideration harvesting of the pods and pod breaking. For harvesting of pods, cut them with a sharp object. Cut only the pods that are ripe and avoid wounding the pods when plucking because it is a gateway to parasitic insects.
This particular cocoa pot I'm holding is not viable for harvesting because it has not attained the stage for harvesting.
Breaking of the pods is by use of a blunt tool because the beans will not be injured. Eliminate the beans affected by black pod disease.
We use this stick because if we use cutlass, it will destroy most of the beans. That's why we decided to be using sticks, not to wound the beans.
Good post-harvest practice involves mainly fermentation, drying and storage. Cocoa for sale must be fermented and dried. The quality of cocoa depends on the fermentation and the drying. The Cocoa Business Service Center infrastructures are dedicated to the marketing of high-quality cocoa, the golden cocoa beans. The CBSC infrastructures are biological and complete. They provide to cocoa farmers who come there a place where they feel comfortable, benefit from all the services it offers, and supply cocoa of good quality to the market.
Le golden cocoa est comparable.
The golden cocoa is comparable to the grade 1 cocoa, which is considered the top grade. Specifically, as what concerns the Cocoa Business Service Center projects, we define the label golden cocoa as a cocoa which has passed through all our qualities infrastructures,
D'un cacao qui a fait le tour de toutes nos infrastructures de qualité, qui sont l'unité de
which are the fermentation unit, the solar dryer, and the warehouse, which are also being registered. At every stage, we need to know when the cocoa arrives, the units, and the duration. This gives rise to what is being referred to as golden cocoa. Therefore, golden cocoa is one that has visited all our qualities infrastructures and has a business card.
As part of the Precisa CBSC project implemented by JIZ in partnership with SNV, a contextualized fermentation system consisting of 3 boxes in cascade was developed. This system allows fermentation in 6 days at the rate of 2 days per box with manual mixing of the beans during the transfer from one box to another. This fermentation system allows the fermentation of 1 ton of cocoa in a week.
There has been very poor fermentation and farmers have always put poor quality cocoa in the market. And so we feel that from now, after this training, if they put all these practices into action, good cocoa is going to be produced.
Precisa encouraged the construction of 6 solar dryers with a capacity of 40 tons each, which use a renewable source of energy, the sun, to dry the cocoa beans while securing the product as well as a gain on time of the farmer. The fermented cocoa is put on the wire mesh in thin layers, stirred frequently by hand or with a wooden rake. 2 warehouses with a capacity of 190 tons each store the products according to good post-harvest cocoa practices and in the respect of certification standards. cocoa verification kits, boards, knives, scoops, humidity meters. These equipments allow cooperatives to check the quality of their produce before negotiating with buyers.
Cacao doit être stocké dans un magasin.
Cocoa has to be stored in a ventilated warehouse. It should not be laid on the floor. The bag should be stored on pallets, and the cocoa has to be packaged in appropriate bags.
Le cacao lui-même doit être ensachet dans des sacs bien appropriés.
Nous avons conçu un ensemble de modules de formation. Nous avons,
we developed a set of training modules. Through the project, we give to cooperative boards, knives, scoops,
les planchettes, les
to enable them to analyze their cocoa beans at the end of the process, which target marketable cocoa.
De cacao à la fin du processus qui consiste à obtenir le cacao marchand.
The marketing and exportation of cocoa are subject to certain regulations. It must be fermented, be dried, not more than 8% moisture. Be clean without foreign matter. Does not present foreign odors. Belong to a commercial grade, grade 1, grade 2, out of standards. Modern toilets, modern cloakrooms, and modern waste pits to obey hygiene standards and environmental certification of cocoa.
Il est important que à chaque étape, qu'on respecte les normes prévues.
It is important that at every stage we respect the defined norms. Fermentation norms, which require 6 days of fermentation, must be respected. Drying norms, which require 5 to 8 days, should be respected, and the storing conditions.
Et les conditions de stockage.
All these infrastructures of the CBSE leads farmers to practice good post-harvest techniques, which drives to obtain high-quality cocoa, which justify the term golden cocoa.
Paysans du Cameroun, enfants de ce pays, rassemblons-nous sous la mesure des forces, travaillons de même que soyons unis, car c'est l'union seule qui fait la force, et sans union tout est gâché, tout est perdu. En travaillant, rappelons-nous ces mots.